Yo guys, what is good? It's your boy Jalmong here back again with another video, and today we're taking a deeper look into one of this year's hottest sneakers, the Air Max 95s. So instead of me going over a specific sneaker with the specific colorway, I wanted to talk about the overall model itself, the Air Max 95s. Now in this video, I'm going to be covering its growth, popularity, resurgence, and collaborations that it's had with other brands within the last couple of months. But on a separate note, since you guys are watching this, if you guys know a sneakerhead and you're trying to get them a gift, make sure to go check out my most recent video where I talk about affordable gift options that you can give to any sneakerhead for under $50. I feel like if you are ones who buy gifts for other people, this video is definitely a helpful one, so make sure to go check that out afterwards. But as I mentioned before, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Air Max 95s, and I'm going to explain why they're so popular and why they just kind of came back all of a sudden. But if this is your first time here, I would very much appreciate it if you could smash the subscribe button. It only takes a second out of your day, and we welcome you to the turntable gang. So with that being said, let's take a more detailed look into the Air Max 95s. So as stated in the name, the Air Max 95s were originally created in 1995 by Sergio Lozano. And if you weren't around at the time, or you're not the most educated sneakerhead, it's definitely worth noting that the whole entire construction of the Air Max 95 is based off of the human anatomy. Now, as I'm looking at a breakdown of the Air Max 95, it literally states here, its design was inspired by human anatomy, with the shoe's layered upper resembling muscle fibers, the midsole representing the spine, and the lace loops mimicking ribs. So I think the inspiration behind the Air Max 95s is definitely unique in its own way. I feel like there hasn't been another sneaker that has such creativity behind that. And at the time, the first Air Max 95 colorway was the OG neon color, and everyone was hyping up about it. And even to this day, this is still a pretty popular colorway in Nike in general. And the Air Max 95s are definitely a special sneaker when it comes to their lineup, because this was the very first Air Max model to feature a visible air unit. A lot of people were definitely hyped up about that because of this new innovation within Air Max. And I think nowadays a lot of people take that for granted, because basically every single Air Max silhouette that we see has a visible air unit. Since then, the Air Max 95s have definitely been a nostalgic sneaker and popular amongst the older sneakerheads of this generation. However, I can personally attest that if you were born somewhere closer to the 21st century within the 2000s, this is probably not your favorite sneaker. In fact, it's kind of ugly, because there are so many other better looking sneakers out there for you. Now, this was the kind of mentality I had growing up. You know, I saw a lot of adults wearing Air Max 95s when I was a teenager, and I thought, like, why are they wearing such a chunky, such an ugly sneaker? It just doesn't look good. Literally wearing a pair of Air Jordan 1s will look better any day over a pair of Air Max 95s. And I don't know what happened to me, but something in me changed, where basically I started to see more of the Air Max 95s, and I started to see nicer colorways, and I became a fan. So yeah, I was always into the slim fitting sneakers, the very simplistic looking shoes. I never really liked Air Max all that much, but out of nowhere, I began to see the Air Max 95s. I began to see the trends of today's aesthetic, and I thought the Air Max 95s are something that would definitely match pretty much any single piece that you pair them with in today's fashion. And so there were definitely a lot of Air Max 95s that released in 2024, a lot that were popular, and I think that they were honestly leading up to 2025 being the year for the Air Max 95s. And at first I didn't realize this, but this is actually the 30th anniversary for the Air Max 95s. So I think that Nike is definitely making an intentional comeback with the 95s, and I am all for it. Since then, there has been a resurgence in Air Max 95 colorways. Nowadays, when you look on sneakers, they're definitely hyping up the 95s coming out with a bunch of different collaborations and different colorways. Honestly, the first Air Max 95 that caught my eye was the Toronto pair. I love the gradient overall that we see on 95s, but I love how this specific pair, this specific colorway, features a red to blue, and that is super, super clean. Not to mention that whenever a sneaker gets a collaboration with the brand, their popularity starts to rise, and people just start going after the general release pairs. So we've seen this especially with A Ma Maniére, who's released two colorways right now. So we've seen the While You Were Sleeping colorway, and then the Hands Wash Cold colorway. My personal favorite is the second take on it. I just feel like it's a lot more wearable. I didn't end up going for them. But yeah, the A Ma Maniére collabs were definitely solid in their own ways. I feel like this was nothing that we've seen from them before, and I was really hyped up about that. And I forgot to mention one of the most hyped collaborations with Air Max 95s, and that is their collab with Stash. This was definitely a collaboration with Air Max 95 that was super hyped back in the day, but when they re-released in 2024, they just sat. They didn't sell out. They sat for days. And a lot of people were complaining that, yeah, unfortunately, they kind of messed up on the look of the Stash collab. But nevertheless, a lot of OG sneakerheads were certainly happy that they could finally get their hands on a pair for themselves. And within the month of April, we have seen two OG Air Max 95 colorways release. The first one being the OG Neon colorway, and the second one being the Pink Foams. And this is definitely special because for the first time in a while, we see the Air Max 95 start to resemble their OG pairs. So for those of you guys who don't know, basically within the last couple of years, Air Max 95s have kind of shrunk with their Air unit, and now they're calling it the Big Bubbles, but instead it's actually the same size as the original take. Now the Pink Foams are my personal favorites, and I honestly was looking forward to picking them up this year, but unfortunately I didn't really see a public drop on sneakers, and I think you had to look at different retailers or local boutiques for them. I wasn't trying to join some lotteries and pay some extra fees or shipping and all that, so I kind of missed out on it. But nevertheless, within the remainder of 2025, we're gonna see so many more colorways drop of the Air Max 95s, especially within the OG takes on blues, orange, and greens. We're going to see the Baltic blues. We're going to see the Cortez collaborations. My personal favorite that I'm looking forward to, and I think I'm going to want to cop this one, I saw the Air Max and Nike SB collaboration. And let me tell you guys right now that whenever Nike SB decides to collaborate with any Nike silhouette, this is going to make the sneaker so much more comfortable. And honestly, this is coming from a sneaker that is not very comfortable. One of the major flaws of the Air Max 95s is that they're actually a really stiff and they're really snug as a sneaker. But I cannot wait to see what happens and how the sneaker feels when we finally get the Nike SB treatment on the Air Max 95s. So yeah, I can definitely say that Air Max is certainly back this year, and especially with the Air Max 95s, we are going to see a rise in Air Max once again. However, there's only one problem, and it's that I don't have a pair yet. I mean, I want to cop a pair of Air Max 95s, and I was very close to copping the Pink Foams, but honestly, I can hold off and wait for the SB pair to drop. I think when that happens, whether or not I get them for retail or I have to pay resale, I'm definitely spending my money on that pair. And I'll be honest that the Air Max 95s are not for everyone. They're definitely chunky, they're definitely ugly looking, but I feel like they match the aesthetics of today's vibe. So if you're one that's trying to keep up with today's trends and aesthetics, I definitely recommend copping a pair of Air Max 95s because this will help you fit right in. Unfortunately, the Air Max 95s are pretty expensive, sitting at a retail price of 180 bucks. However, they are not hard to cop. If you cop them on release day, you're probably going to be successful because not a lot of people are the biggest fans of 95s. But that does not mean they are not a banger sneaker. Definitely take advantage of that because I'm telling you, by September, I'm calling it right now, they are going to be on the rise. So yeah, you're definitely going to see a pair of Air Max 95s in my collection in the near future. I'm definitely excited and I'm looking forward to whatever colorways they have dropping within this year. But now I'd like to hear from you guys. What are your personal thoughts on Air Max 95s? Are they a sneaker that is here to stay, or are they one that is one to be passed up on? Let me know in the comments what you think because I do want to hear from you guys. And as always, if you guys liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys want to hear more from me, smash the subscribe button because more will be on the way. Again, this was a closer look on the Nike Air Max 95s, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.